Hey guys, today is a special video, or this video is a special video. You'll actually get more than one video today, just saying. This is a special video because it's a collab with Sammi from Managin the Maze, and she has been talking about this collab for quite a while on Instagram, and it's a cozy casserole collab. And I will link her channel, the playlist, all the other ladies that are going to be in it will be on the playlist, and I will link all of that down below. I just want to tell you that now because probably today, the way my brain is going, I will forget. But I want you guys to go check out Sammi. I'm going to link her channel separately from the playlist, but you know, just going to say she's awesome, so go check her out. Anyway, I knew about this collab months ago, and I was trying to figure out, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna make? I don't know what to make because most of the casseroles I've ever made, like, I've already shared with you guys. So I was like, well, what about a breakfast casserole? What about that? I could do something like that, but I don't make many breakfast casseroles, and the breakfast casseroles that I do make, I've shared with you guys. But there's one that I've been wanting to try. It's a baked blueberry oatmeal. But then I ran into a problem. I made blueberry muffins not long ago. I didn't think about this whenever I did all of that. And I used up all but 1 cup of my blueberries that I had washed and frozen. So I said, okay, let's make it a baked berry oatmeal. A berry oatmeal. So I pulled out raspberries that I had washed and frozen, and then I had some dehydrated, or no, freeze-dried strawberries, because I needed a certain amount, which I can't give you because it's not my recipe, but I will also link this down below. Let's hope it looks that yummy, except it's going to have red berries in it as well. But anyway, it's supposed to be healthier, which is one thing I'm trying to do. Yes, it does have, you know, sweetness in it and stuff like that, but that's okay. I just wanted to do something that I haven't done before, and I wanted to try this anyway, so what better time? There's no better time. I'm just going to do it today. So I'm going to set up my camera, pull out all of my stuff I need, and I'm going to also ask you to forgive me because my dishwasher is going, my washing machine has been going, I'm still doing all my normal chores. My normal life is happening while I'm doing this, but I'm going to try my best to not have all those, the dishwasher you can't really hear. You probably hear the oven preheating, but you probably can't hear the dishwasher as much as you could hear that loud washing machine that's in my kitchen. Is your washing machine in your kitchen? Not many people's is. Or, what's the word? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Mine is. So I'm going to get everything out, and then I'll be back. Okay, so the first thing that the recipe calls for you to do is put the fruit, except 1/2 cup, into the bottom of your sprayed baking dish. I think it says to spray it. I don't know. I did it anyway. So I'm going to have to try to separate this a little bit so that it's not all bunched together. But I'm going to put, they're falling apart, that's okay, that many of the raspberries. Whoop, I'm knocking things over with my sleeve. Wrong shirt to be wearing today. And then I'm going to put blueberries. This is a berry berry casserole breakfast dish. And then I'm going to put some of these freeze-dried strawberries, which I should have washed my hand before I did it, but let me see if I can. I don't know, these have kind of gotten, they weren't sealed very well. Maybe I'm not going to use these. Okay, I don't know why those didn't get closed right, but they didn't. So I'm gonna, this is what they're supposed to look like. which I got some of the package on my finger when I was opening it. But anyways, that's what they're supposed to look like. And they're supposed to be crispy, not chewy the way that was. So I just don't trust those. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just do this instead. And I'm gonna put these up properly. Well, the proper way would be in a sealed container with an oxygen absorber, but I don't have that. So, I mean, they're in a Mylar bag, but, or to seal this bag back up, which I could do with my flat iron, but for now, I'm gonna do that until later. So now we're gonna get to this bowl, which is the one where we're gonna mix everything else. So I'm gonna move this over out of the way and bring this one to you guys so you can see it, hopefully. I don't know, it's an odd angle for me because I'm trying for you guys not to have to hear all the other things that are going on in my kitchen. So now in this bowl I'm going to add the wet ingredients, which is milk, maple syrup, eggs, coconut oil or butter. I'm using coconut oil, and vanilla extract. So I'm going to put the milk in. Got strawberry all over everything, but that's alright, I know what it is. The maple syrup. Or you could use honey. I'm just using maple syrup because, quite honestly, it's easier to get out of the measuring container. It's just easier for me today. But honey is delicious too. But maple syrup and honey are two very good natural sweeteners. Yeah, that's the words. That's the one. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, and then I'm going to put the 2 eggs. And I always crack my eggs into a separate dish. Whatever it is that I'm cooking, I don't care if I'm just scrambling eggs, I always crack it into something different. Because I may get a shell in it, it might be a bad egg, I don't know. I've never had a bad egg, but I have had shells. So now I'm going to wash my hands and put this away. Alright, and then the vanilla. Okay, I want you guys to tell me, are you one of those who, like me, puts everything away as soon as you can? Or do you just leave everything out and put it away at the end? I can't stand to leave things in my work area. I don't know why I'm that way, that's just how I am. But anyway, I'm supposed to be whisking this, but I'm not dirtying another dish. I'm one of those people. It'll be fine. It'll work out. I really should have whisked the eggs before I put them in here. Oh yeah, I forgot this. I would have been like, oh no, I messed up so bad. Because I probably would have saw that right at the end. That's the coconut oil. It's not completely melted, but it doesn't take much for it to melt. It's partially melted. But it doesn't take much for it to incorporate. So, get that all mixed in as well as I can, and then I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to let it be. Okay, so now into this, I'm going to start putting in my dry ingredients, which is old-fashioned oats. I didn't even need that. I totally forgot. I totally forgot that I had this in there. So I don't even need that scoop, that measuring spoon. That's actually a measuring utensil. It's a 1/2 cup. I love it. I love those long handled measuring spoons. I have 3 different sizes: 1/2 cup, a 1/4 cup, and an 1/8 of a cup, I think. And I love it because you can reach into other things a lot easier, like a bunch of my pictures and stuff, but I didn't use it, so I'm not gonna. Okay, dogs are coming out. Okay, sorry about that. Noah's letting the dogs out because he's getting ready for work and everything. Okay, so let me get myself back into where I need to be. Cinnamon. I'm just not even gonna try to pour it. Not today. I should have just got the big cinnamon container, which probably would have been harder because I'm almost out of it in the one of my containers. So just putting the cinnamon in like this. Okay, I want to make sure I have the right amount. This is my first time making this, so I want to make sure I do it right. Alright, cinnamon, and then baking powder. Alright, and then nutmeg. And I like to use the whole cloves, or the whole, not cloves, but the whole thing. I don't know if it's focusing because I can't really see my screen the way I have it angled. But anyways, it looks like a nut, which this one I've already used some. And that's what it looks like on the inside. If you're ever curious and you want to know, that's what the inside of nutmeg looks like. But I like to use it because it just tastes better to me. You do have to be super careful whenever you're doing this because you can get your finger. It's just a reality, y'all. I've been doing it for years, so I've learned when to stop. But it just smells so good, and it just, I don't know, it just tastes better to have it freshly done. Okay. There's that. And I just buy them in a little jar like this, and they last for a long, long time. Alright, so there's the nutmeg and salt. People wonder, like, why do you put salt in the sweet stuff? Because you need it. It needs to be in there. Alright, and then the... what did I do? What did I do? Let's see. Let me look. Let me look. Add dry ingredients and stir well. Okay. I was going to put that in and I wasn't supposed to yet. So put all this in there and then stir it up. Y'all forgive me for being so weird. I got distracted by the dogs. I'm trying to do this in a way that makes a little bit better. Well, normally, y'all, let me stop saying y'all. Okay, all of you who are here regularly, you know that I do daily vlogs. I used to do this kind of video, like where I was sharing just a recipe or something, but I don't do that anymore. It's whatever's going on in my day, I share it. And now that coconut oil has decided to harden back up, yay, that's wonderful for me. That's alright though. So, I'm going to stir this all up, and then I'm going to pour this over the fruit. This is why I like my silicone spatula. But I'm not used to doing videos where I'm just telling you what I'm doing like this. And y'all know, normally if you're here, you know that I have the dogs in the background, the cat's going crazy, there's people walking through the house, there's all kinds of stuff. But some of you may have come from the other channels, you don't know anything about me. Just watch a few videos, you'll learn a lot. I'm crazy. So I'm trying to do this like I used to, and I don't know how anymore. I just don't know how. I don't know how to do it. And it looks like those strawberries are trying to float back up, but that's alright. Now, I'm supposed to, that's not fruit. I'm supposed to sprinkle the reserved, let's see, sprinkle the reserved fruit onto the top. Oh dear, that's got ice in it. It'll be alright. Some of the blueberries are not, they're not even, it's alright. Sprinkle that on and then put it in the oven for 42 to 45 minutes. And I'll be back whenever it's done. Okay guys, I just took it out of the oven at 42 minutes. It started getting dark around the edges, so I took a piece of foil and just laid it over the top, and it stopped it from getting any darker. I was afraid it was going to just start burning because you see how dark it is compared to the middle. It smells so good, but I'm going to let it sit here for a little while before I try it because I don't want to burn myself, and that's what would happen. I would burn myself, but it smells delicious. I mean, it just, you can smell the berries, and I don't know. I love blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. I love berries. But anyway, I'm going to let it cool off some. Let it chill out. And then I'm going to come back and taste it with you guys. Y'all, I don't do a lot of tasting. Whenever, you know, I don't like to eat in front of people. But I am going to do that for this video because it's a collab, and why not? I mean, at least you'll know if it's good or not, in my opinion. I can only go by my opinion with that. But it also said, I believe this was the recipe, that you could have a little, like, this could be like a dessert and have a little ice cream on top, not a breakfast, and stuff like that, which I'm not doing that, but it's a good, you know, you could do that. Or maybe put some cream in it, or like heavy, like whipped cream. Or maybe a glaze, just like a confectioner's sugar glaze. I'm not doing any of that. I'm eating it just like it is whenever I start to do it. But I did think about something while it was baking. Pecans or walnuts baked in it would probably be delicious. And that's just a little more protein, which I know not everybody can have that because of different reasons, but this just smells so good. So I will be back as soon as it gets cool enough that I'm not gonna scorch myself. Okay, so I think that you're supposed to be able to cut this into bars, but I'm not sure. But honestly, it smells so good. I haven't let it like cool off that much. I was gonna try. And y'all, I haven't eaten today, so I'm gonna have some oatmeal. And I don't think I've let it sit long enough though. But that's alright. That part right there doesn't look so appetizing. But I know why. It's not gross. It's just where the blue from the blueberry has faded onto it. But anyway, that's that part right there. That's what it looks like. It looks really good to me. I mean, yeah, it's a little blue. Made me think of a song. But anyway, let's taste it. Let's see what we think about this berry baked oatmeal. Okay, something else I wanted to say, because I just saw smoke or steam, whatever. It's actually steam. She did say if it goes into a casserole dish, it's permissible. Some may think this is not a casserole, but if you look up the definition of a casserole, I think it is. So it's what I'm submitting. I'm saying it's a casserole because it went in a casserole dish, and Sammy said so too. Anyway, she said if it fits in a casserole, you know, if it fits in a dish like that. Alright, I'm gonna try it. That was very tart. Very tart. I think I got a lot of the berry, but that's alright. I'm gonna try another bite to see it, like with an actual blueberry. Yeah, it's tart. I can see why somebody would want to put like cream or an icing or something like that, because it is very tart. But I like that. I want to eat more. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it down because I'm gonna go eat that. That's gonna be my brunch. But yeah, it's good. That's yummy. I'm probably gonna be the only one in the house that eats it though. Noah might, but I don't know. I think you can even freeze it though. Have it like for freezer meals, or like freezer breakfast, like freeze it individually. That will be an awesome thing. And I know that some of the ladies are putting in more than one casserole. Some of them are only putting in one. It's up to, you know, she said to do what you wanted to do with it, as long as it's considered a casserole. And I think there will probably, I could be wrong, I've been wrong before, there'll probably be a lot more savory than sweet, or there'll be a lot more supper than breakfast. At least that's what I'm thinking, so mine may be a little bit different than everyone else's. But then again, it could be that other ladies are thinking the same thing I am. And some of the ladies that I know are in it, they may do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, that kind of thing. But either way, I'm glad that you guys are here with me today. And I really appreciate Sammi inviting me to the collab. I really do love her channel. Y'all gotta go check her out. She's an awesome mom. She works a full-time job, plus she does the YouTube thing. She's got doggies and her husband, her house, everything she takes care of. She's a very busy lady. So y'all go check her out. I will link her down below. I will link the playlist down below. I will link this recipe down below. As far as I can see, I would not change a thing about this recipe. Not one thing. And it does give you options on like different things you can do, but it tastes yummy. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't like it, do them anyway. And if you don't know what they are, leave me a comment down below and I will tell you what the YouTube things are. Most importantly, leave me a comment, let me know how you're doing, and remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.